So I decided to make a video discussing SunnyJuice. And it's not that he's a bad YouTuber. He's not. Typical YouTuber, makes a decent video, but his video of talking about YouTube is very optimistic. Too optimistic. No, I'll do some reaction with this video and show him why what he's talking about with YouTube is completely too optimistic. It's very, very cope, in my opinion. He doesn't understand the state of YouTube. It's getting so bad that the way YouTube is gone is just insane.
YouTube doesn't hit like it used to, and if you watch it as much as I do,
and the video, it's typical early Gen Z, very edited, just the way it is. This is how he gets views, and it's too much work in my opinion. Like, it's too much work.
Easy to see why.
House. It was time to head to our last stop, the final house.
I think there's someone hanging right there. Yeah. This is top 5 craziest things I've ever experienced in my life. Top 5? Top 1.
YouTube, you guys either play favorites, you are racist, or it's a mix of the two. These are the 3 options.
Well, now these days, YouTube plays favorites with certain creators. I call these certain creators pressure valves. Similar to what you make in this video, but they get a shit ton of views. I don't care because I'm already in the suspended creator program as it is, the aka shadow ban, if you don't know what that is. Like, there are people out there who criticize YouTube like you're kind of doing, I'm not saying you're part of the whitelist, but there are people who can get a shit ton of views and they can make any comment they want. They can like the way you put this in, like why YouTube doesn't hit anymore, because you have the word YouTube in, you got some views, of course, but at the same time, see, do you got any tags? Yeah, you do. You got tags. Mr. Beast, SunnyJuice, Logan Paul, KSI. So you have to do this. Where, like, I don't know, some ordinary gamer, Turkey Tom, Power Cynical, they don't put tags in. And the reason being is because they're on the whitelist. They get views no matter what they do. They can post possibly TOS against the rules content and they'll get away with it. With you, if you say anything critical, like actually critical, you get shadow banned. Now, I'm gonna go on your channel. You don't get that many views, but you're not in the shadow ban program, aka the suspended creator program. You get some views on certain videos, but that's how it starts out on YouTube. They give you views for a little bit, and then they stop you. You know, it's like some of these videos like under 100, but some are 1,000. Because you are trailing on the shadow ban, but maybe it's because you have popular nope, you don't do too well, and you do all this editing and it's not really getting you anywhere. Now, of course, you're at the past 1,000, so you won't be getting 0 views like I have. And you can say, well, you just never got to this point. No, I have multiple times on other YouTube channels, but I got shadow banned. Let's see here. I got shadow banned. I got banned for people false reporting my accounts. I have one right now who did that just so he can dox me, because I called him out for impersonating a police officer.
YouTube.
Now, of course, it's not unusual for a YouTuber to make a video criticizing the platform. It happens every day because YouTube is a company that very, very rarely gets anything right, so it's constantly catching more shit than a Walmart toilet, and rightfully so.
See, notice how he can say this stuff. and you don't see him getting shadow banned, you don't get or the suspended creator program treatment, or reported to where his channel gets nuked, because they have to allow him on there because he has so many subscribers that if they did ban him for saying that, which they would for small creators, that's a fact. See, in this video, you're going to see him criticize YouTube, but he kind of baits you. Like, that's what he's doing with this video right now. It says why YouTube doesn't hit no anymore. It's because he knows that if he says anything negative about YouTube, his channel will get nuked. Just completely nuked.
A shock to you all, YouTube's changing. And it has changed. People used to have no idea what the hell they were doing on it.
I hate all of you, and I always have.
My reasons for making this announcement today is probably largely the same as Tom's reasons, or
the reason why most of these YouTubers are leaving, because most of them are either they made the money and they realize they can go to different websites, or they're just retiring, or, and a big or, they can't sustain themselves on YouTube, because YouTube pretty much relies on channels like these. And you could be saying, what the fuck are you showing me? Well, these people are the future of YouTube. Kid Slop. Kid Slop gets a bunch of views and gives YouTube a bunch of money. Now, of course, YouTube Shorts doesn't pay anywhere near like TikTok, because YouTube Shorts is basically the future of YouTube, and they don't get paid jack shit for doing it. These people get like a fraction of what a TikTok user does. Like, I'm almost at 10K, so I'm almost able to make money on TikTok. There's none of this content on TikTok. TikTok is actually more user-friendly. People actually enjoy talking to each other. I have a sense of community on TikTok, where YouTube, you just don't have that. YouTube is actually more ban happy than TikTok now. Long form videos don't get views anymore because of YouTube Shorts. That's known. There's other ones too. This is ElsaGate content. I'll talk to you, but let's react more to the video.
Seth Evermans, or Captain Sparkles, or Papa Meats, or Stampy Longheads. Like, there's a lot of these videos that are coming out these days, and there's gonna be a lot more happening throughout this year.
I've made a severe and continuous...
Yeah, that piece of shit who now, because he's mainstream now, he doesn't care about YouTube. He gets money from sponsors. All these people get money from sponsors. You work on this video editing and be thinking, well, I should get views too. You got a decent amount of views on this video, but you notice how some of these people disliked your video because you're kind of clickbait, and that's the fact. I'm sorry, you clickbaited people. When I make content, I try to be honest. Now you say, well, you don't edit, you don't do this, you don't do that. Why should I? Maybe the context of what I talk about is the content. Maybe me talking about interesting weirdos on the internet is the content. Back in the day, you can used to be, edit like you do.
Lapse in my judgment.
They were often taught in
that you can edit like you do, and there'd be people like me who would be talking about weirdos on the internet and calling out people. You know what I used to do before I did the videos I do now, where I have to watch what I say? I used to call out animal abusers. I used to call out really, really fucked up people on the internet. I used to say certain things that YouTube didn't like, but I still said it. You know why? Because I wanted to have my opinion. I wanted to be like YouTube, what it was meant to be. You speak up. You don't have this anymore on YouTube. You have to be what you're doing now. The same old formulaic, edit video like crazy, watch what you say, kind of make it like TV.
Hollywood films that the bad guys don't get to win, that there's consequences for your actions, right? But the older you get, the more you realise that simply isn't the case.
It's just a confusing time to kind of be on the platform where, I don't know, it's just kind of exhausting.
Yeah, Jacksepticeye knows what he's talking about when it comes to this. Many of these older YouTubers even if they stay, they realize the platform has changed. They don't want them because back in these days, back in Jacksepticeye, Vanos Gaming, all these other people. Wasn't Wildcat the one that got called out for being a PDF file? See, I have to say PDF file because if I say the actual word, my channel can get nuked. I'm already on strike 1 and I got 1 and 2. I don't have this problem on TikTok. TikTok, I can say mostly what I want to say. Where on this side, I can't. I have been age restricted twice just because I said the word fuck too many times. On TikTok, I could see where I want almost. Jacksepticeye knows why YouTube is going downhill.
Have to overthink your content this much when
Yes, you have to overthink it. Like, you literally have to micromanage everything. When you make a channel, you can't even watch videos on the account because that will affect your algorithm as well.
it was just so much more fun before.
This didn't start with MrBeast, and it won't end with MrBeast. If you're a big YouTuber, a small YouTuber, somebody who watches YouTube all the time, or someone who's just passing through, please hear me out, because chances are I'm going to tell you exactly why you've been feeling the way you have about YouTube.
I felt this way with YouTube because YouTube is fucking us over. YouTube has fucked us over. I had multiple accounts get banned. You know what? With my TikTok account, I never had a banned TikTok account. I'm almost at 10K. I see as much edgy shit as I do on TikTok as I do YouTube. Now, of course, I post memes on TikTok, but I do on YouTube as well. Now, I don't grow on YouTube. You know, they say use shorts on YouTube to grow. I don't get any views. Why is that? Is it because of the quality content? Fuck, let's look at the quality content. Quality content. Quality content. This concept of quality content, which many people talk about, it's complete bullshit. It's bullshit. These people are making bank. Like this video right here. This has over 200 people. Well, let me show you. Same content. This is ElsaGate content. This is shit that YouTube almost lost all their advertisers over. It's back and it's worse than ever. I have found like actual pornographic videos on this site. No age restriction. The video I made before, I found a minor saying they want to, you know, do stuff to the woman. No age restriction. Some are age restricted and some are not. There's videos that they make tens of thousands of dollars. No, this YouTube channel, I talked about this channel multiple times, called SlimeCat, has over 6.8 million subscribers. They got a play button, most likely. I could show this on YouTube, by the way. You know, if it's on YouTube, you can show these thumbnails. These thumbnails are insane. These are insane thumbnails. Look at this. And this is primarily targeted towards children. So millions of views. These people are making like 6 figures. You know, if you care about money on YouTube. These people making, and it's not like with shorts. I mean, shorts is bad enough. I mean, look at this, 5.2 million views, 1 million views, 7.7 million. Okay, let me show you on this. Hello. Okay, let's go in the description. This was posted 3 hours ago. And you can see what's bots. Then why are they allowing bots then? Let me see the comments. Translate to English. I don't know what they're saying. I think they don't know what they're saying either. Let me get out of this shit. Like in this channel, it's been only around for fucking a few years. They got let's see here, over 1 billion views. These people, they just re-upload content, use Flash, whatever they have to use, and they get money. They get money. They don't have to work no more. It's not a media company. This is probably just an individual, most likely from India. They make more money than like a doctor by showing this to children. And you know what? YouTube's not doing anything about it. They're not. You can say my content's like being shit because I'm not doing the editing style that you're doing.
You know what I mean. Not.
But you know, why should I? My content should be as pushed just as much as your content. You know, your title should matter as well.
Enjoying videos
just as much as my title will be.
From your favorite creators like you used to. Content seeming boring even though there's really quick editing. Infinite videos to choose from but nothing you want to watch. And all the while you're thinking
like your video feels like it's 2 times speed. I thought about doing a 2 times speed on your video, but I realized no, you're already talking fast enough as it is.
Back to the times when you'd spend hours learning, laughing, and building connections with people on the other side of the screen. You wouldn't know this because of how small of a YouTuber I am, but I watch a crazy amount of YouTube.
Same thing with me. And one thing I have to do, where I don't have to do with TikTok, I do have a modified TikTok app, as well as YouTube. But I don't use YouTube's normal app. On my phone, on my TV, on my PC, I have to use ad block. Because there's another problem of YouTube showing pornographic ads. They show that now. Many people have talked about it. Many of the whitelisted pressure valves so YouTube won't get a class action lawsuit, or they have massive amount of advertisers, which they should do. I think YouTube should go away. I legitimately just focus more on TikTok now. Even when I sometimes put my longer videos on TikTok sometimes. Why? Because I get more views. I get more people to discuss about what I talk about than I do on YouTube. I'm shadow banned. I've never been shadow banned this hard. Only when my channel was about to get nuked. Now, I do have a strike on my channel. I mean, I already said this, but you know this.
And spend hours researching what works on YouTube, what doesn't, and how the platform is changing as a whole.
You probably will get strikes too, because you know why? If you say anything wrong, any minute details that YouTube doesn't like, guess what? Your YouTube channel is gone.
It's not just to improve my channel. I just find the study of YouTube really interesting.
Yeah, I have studied probably more with YouTube than you have. And I have to use all sorts of ad blockers, modifications. Like on my phone, I have YouTube revents. I can't use normal YouTube. I refuse to do it. If YouTube made it where I can't use ad block at all, ever, I would stop using this platform in general. This site, it's legitimately that bad.
Some of us, it's more than just a video sharing site. It and the creators we watch are a consistent part of our lives. The reason I'm even making this video is that even for a tiny, unremarkable YouTuber like me, I care so much about this space.
They don't care about you. They care about mainstream. They hate you. I have said this before many times. They hate you. You make your content, I make my content, but they still hate you. When I called out animal abusers on my other channels, you know what they did? They strike down my channel. When I called out weirdos on the internet, they strike down my channel. The users who I called out, they abuse the copyright system so they can try to dox me. Because I called them out. People who are known to be bad, get away with this shit. When TikTok, I don't have to deal with this shit.
In this platform, more than I have any right to. It truly means the world to me. So come along with me to get to the bottom of this once and for all. I want to peel back the curtain and discuss everything wrong with YouTube.
I can discuss more, even with YouTube, with the issues. The algorithm being garbage. Giving me the same shit all the time, which sometimes I don't want to watch the same shit. The search algorithm. You know, we use YouTube search. It's bad. It's bad. I don't use YouTube search.
Lack of authenticity, human connection, disillusionment, the creator landscape changing, optimization, drama channels, sponsors, the whole story. And you're gonna want to stay to the end, because I promise this has a happy ending. I want this video...
The happy ending of you trying to deceive your users. Let's be honest, you're deceiving your users. No. YouTube, it's not optimistic anymore. I am no longer optimistic about YouTube. I am hoping for an adpocalypse again, because this shit should stop. Coca-Cola, Honda, whoever, major advertisement, need to get off this shit. This shit's being sold to children. All this. This is all kids shit. They get millions of views. Millions of dollars are going to them. With Coca-Cola ads.
To be the most thoughtful, accurate, and complete deep dive. To answer this question that has been driving me and many others out of their minds. What happened to YouTube, and why the hell doesn't it hit like it used to?
Mainstream people, I think it's because post 2020 and you could say 2017, the golden age of YouTube, when Leafy's here and all those others were on there, where you could just do any content you wanted. It was more the subject than anything that got you views, or, you know, anything. You can be low effort, you can be high effort. You still get views. Where the algorithm now, because of me not having like the stuff you do for actual brain rot, don't get you views. Well, on TikTok, you can post anything you want.
First of all,
well, not everything, of course, but you know what I mean.
I think most of this can be chalked up to changes in authenticity. Look at this cool authenticity chart I made. Right here in the middle is the sweet spot, where YouTubers manage the divide between their online persona and their natural selves perfectly. Even though MrBeast was still the crazy shouty guy, he was still having fun with his friends. But, as time went on, he got less and less authentic, to the point where he is just known for his shouty persona.
MrBeast is mainstream now. He is not one of us. He made enough money to where he doesn't care about. He can go on mainstream television and make money, but he does it on YouTube because it's an extra piece of income. He's on Billy. This is the state of these people. These big ass creators, they don't care about you.
We are now. I just bought this. Is behind me. We're about to. I rented a island.
And I don't know about you, most of the interactions he has with his friends seems kind of forced. However, on the other end of the scale, people like Logan Paul are too true to their authentic selves and act like lunatics. Or a Minecraft YouTuber grooms another miner for the 10th time. There's also the fact that YouTubers like Corix, Kenshin, or Tommy Innit have abandoned their personas.
Because they're getting tired of it. And Logan Paul's a piece of shit.
And have spoken out against YouTube.
The reason why they're speaking out, because they know YouTube is dying and they know that... I give you an example. Look up TikTok. The algorithms, not algorithms, the trends on where memes start up. It's a very, very interesting point when you look up what memes start out from, what platform memes start out at. 4chan usually has the edgy memes. They're always on top when it comes to edgy memes. Twitter is kind of taking that spot, but that's because it's usually from 4chan, because Twitter's trying to be 4chan. But the biggest one for like normie and edgy memes don't come from YouTube anymore. It used to be YouTube was #1 always. You know where it's coming from now? TikTok. I think TikTok's like 47% of the edgy and safe memes come from TikTok now. Second is Instagram, because Instagram Reels is like the closest thing you can get for a TikTok competitor. And then third is Twitter, and then, you know, YouTube's very, very, very low. I think it's even lower than Reddit. Like, YouTube has become irrelevant. You know, when people say, "Oh, I do videos on the internet," they don't usually say YouTube no more. They just say, "I do social media." Like me, I you know, I don't call myself a YouTuber if I had a bunch of YouTube videos or YouTube views or subscribers. You just say you're a video content creator. And you know what? More people don't think about YouTube no more. Everyone talks about TikTok. Just talk to people. They talk about YouTube rarely now. They don't talk about that shit no more. They talk about TikTok. They talk about Instagram. They talk about Facebook. They don't talk about YouTube. YouTube is just, it's become like Facebook. Even Facebook is getting more popular now.
And its flaws as a platform. I think it's great that they're using their platform for the greater good and spreading the word about these issues, but as viewers, it removes the ignorant bliss we once experienced.
It's not about the inner bliss. They understand what's going on with YouTube and it can be fixed. But YouTube, Google refuses to fix the issues with YouTube. These channels are getting promoted. These are the ones that getting views. You can viewbot now. Used to, viewbotting would get your channel banned or have the views, the fake views removed. But now you can do this. Many of these videos are view bots. Shit, you can look at this shit. They get views. They get money, they get views. And because it counts as views and people watching, these people get millions. Same thing with this. When did this motherfucker made his, let's see here. He made this just last month, and he's got almost 10K. 10K, and you know what he does? He does shorts, he does lives. This is the state of YouTube. Does he have a description? No, he doesn't. Like, you have to work for this. Your shorts, your editing, the memes you post, the playlist, the post. You work for this. You've been doing this for almost a year now. But when do you start your channel? I mean, look at this. You do all this. You even have a TikTok as well. I may follow you on TikTok. Like, you worked on your channel. Where someone like this motherfucker and this one and that one, these people don't have to work for it. Like, let's see 44K. Do you got 44K on your channel? Hold on, let's see here. Sorts. Popular. No, you don't. You're nowhere near that. Your popular video? No, you don't. I broke a rock, paper, scissors. I don't know. It's your content. I'm not going to judge. This concept of you have to work better on YouTube. These YouTube coaches who tell you to do all this shit doesn't mean shit. These people, they understand the algorithm. They make bank. They don't have to work again. Even if their channel gets banned, they're set for life. Infinite money glitch right there. Did you even use tags? Let me see if they use tags. Oh god, I hate clicking on it, but I have to. Okay, yeah, he does. They do use it, but they don't do that much. Look at this shit. What the fuck? Hold on, let me... Oh god, I want to fucking vomit. Yeah, let's play your video more.
From here, we also look at the disillusionment.
Yeah, you need to work on your content more, bro. You're not gonna get views by that. You want me to YouTube coach you?
From here, we also look at the disillusionment of what it's like to be a creator. On paper, being a YouTuber is essentially the perfect job, allowing you to follow your interests, surround yourself with a like-minded community, and hopefully make a lot of money.
That's not that way anymore on YouTube. You have to follow, you're forced to follow trends. You can't be yourself. You can't just make a video, you may get like a dozen people watching you, because you won't get views.
So it's no wonder,
and there's no way you can have a search find you up, because many of the videos I post, I know people are going to search it up and I'll be recommended it. I will get like 500 people watching me, 1,000 people, 2,000 people watching me, and I had a following. I would get people subscribed to me, and one asshole reports my channel and I'm gone.
That over 57%, sorry, am I reading that right? It's no wonder that over 57% of young people want to become influencers. But nowadays, there are countless.
Notice how they say influencers. They don't say YouTubers. Back in the day, it used to be YouTubers. It's not that way anymore. YouTube is just irrelevant.
Videos showing its flaws, like this one. For starters, there's the infamous out of 10 system, where your last 10 videos are ranked out of 10 in terms of their views, which although encourages you to keep improving your content, it can also make you feel like trash when you get a 10 out of 10.
Here's the problem with the system. This metric only accounts for the last 10 videos on your channel. This means it doesn't compare to how you were doing last year, or even 6 months ago. You wouldn't see that your 10 out of 10 now would have been your best performing video this time last year. It's front and center in your backend and doesn't actually help you analyze the data on your channel.
This goes for me as well. Even for my size, a point where I shouldn't be worrying about these things at all, I have looked at my analytics and felt like trash. And let me tell you, those 10 out of 10s sting way more than a 1 out of 10 makes you feel happy. This kind of environment creates a sort of hedonic treadmill, where whenever you get more views, you would...
And also, if you don't post enough, you don't get discovered as much as well. There's a social credit system on YouTube.
Adapt to it. So this growth goes from being amazing, to being normal, to being the bare minimum, and eventually, when your channel's normal is now up here, reaching this point feels like failure, regardless of the fact that it's still a net improvement. YouTubers get burned out all the time, and eventually, YouTube doesn't feel fun anymore, or the workload just becomes too much, which leads...
The workload on YouTube is insane. You have done so much editing, and it probably took you a few months, not a few months, maybe like a few weeks to do this shit. You probably do more work than you would just working a simple office job. It's the juice worth the squeeze. You know, I like to listen to videos. You know, the way I found your video, I listened to it. I didn't care about your editing style. I don't judge people based off that. I want to hear the conversations they want to say, how they feel. Can you say what you really want to say? No, you can't. I have listened to some mopey people. I have listened to some crazy people. I like to listen to people. I like authenticity, not this fucking fake shit you see today on YouTube. That I'm forced, I'm literally forced to eat it because I can't use search, because I have to rely on the algorithm based off what I watch. And hopefully by the gods, by Talo's sake, I get views. Or, not I get views, but I find somebody who I give their views. Or you get a view from me, and I give you a like, dislike, fuck, shit, whatever. Because I like to listen to small creators. And when you hear all these people say, small creators getting up again, that's bullshit. Many of these people are paid YouTube shills.
Leads to them retiring. Case in point, MatPat. Spoiler alert, people change over time, and obviously the same goes for YouTubers. As Jacksepticeye got older, he became more mature, and his videos got a bit calmer.
Oh, you want me to really blow your minds?
Yes, please.
Oh, everybody who's like, I miss the old Anthony or the old Sean.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you don't. You miss how you felt back when...
Well, he explains this, but YouTube in general has changed. He knows this. I know this. And we don't need to pretend that it's not changed. Don't lie to yourself. Jacksepticeye knows. If he said what he really wanted to say, I guarantee they would try to cancel him get rid of his channel.
When you were watching those videos at that time, because you were probably in school, and you probably just came home from school and just watched videos all day and had a great time. But now you're grown up, and now you have responsibilities, and now you're in college, and you have a job, and you're probably stressed out a lot. But you think it's the change in the channel? It probably was a lot of me as well. I'm not putting all the blame on you. I'm so sorry.
They don't have to retire to change their content. I like to think that PewDiePie is in a sort of soft retirement.
PewDiePie stopped because he was fixing to lose his channel. He doesn't care about this shit no more. He's well off. He just makes videos for fun. He doesn't care no more. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. He should retire and just stop doing this. That's why I tell him as well. To stop doing this. If I was him, I would have done like what he said he was going to do and say, I'm gonna shut down the channel. Why the fuck should I care? Why the fuck should I care about a site that fundamentally hates organic people? They want the Will Smiths. They want the who's famous? Sorry, that's me scratching my facial hair. They want The Rock. They want Jimmy Kimmel. They don't want you. They want to turn YouTube into TV. Because they don't want any controversial shit. Because they're afraid that advertisers won't advertise, even though that's complete bullshit. They didn't just stick their foot down and say, look, if you go somewhere else, you won't get anybody to, consume your slop, your Coca-Colas, your Hondas, or whatever.
Where he still makes videos, but more for the fun of it, not for the views. This feeling that YouTube is aging comes from the fact that these larger creators are moving on, and that's not easy to accept.
You just saw Meat Canyon. Meat Canyon, he's not that old of a YouTube channel. He got big in the early 2020s. Many of these people are just stopping early because they can't grow on YouTube. They realize how much of a hassle it is. And when you make a very good high quality content video and that you demonetize, which from a TikToker who has almost 10K, I can say wholeheartedly that you get demonetized more on YouTube than you do on TikTok. TikTok doesn't rely on high quality videos, or quote unquote high quality videos. They rely on you posting videos. And you just not going against the TOS, which is far relaxed more than YouTube.
Sometimes. With every video complaining about the system, every Minecraft creator grooming another miner, and every retirement, the rose-tinted glasses come off, and suddenly, YouTube doesn't look so optimistic anymore. Recently, I've seen a lot of people wanting the old YouTube back, where people acted authentically and just made videos for fun, when it was just an ordinary person, like me, talking into a webcam.
Bro, you're not doing it authentic, you're not doing organic when you think about it. You got very, very lucky. You know how much I had to search up to find a video like yours? Which you kind of clickbaited. Well, let's be honest, you clickbaited this video. I searched up like why YouTube is dying, why is this, why is this? Anything comes to the term. It took me about 40 minutes just to find a video like yours. And the rest was just shills trying to outright deny it. And I had like videos like saying why TikTok is dying, even though there's nothing involving YouTube. It's like why YouTube is dying. There's like one video showing up why TikTok is dying. YouTube search is fucking down.
There was this feeling of empowerment that came with it. This feeling that anyone, even you, could join in the fun and create a community of their own. Want an example? Look no further than Cheeseburger. No, not that cheeseburger, this cheeseburger.
Okay, I was going to bring this up in the comment section. You bring this person up and say, look at how authentic this female vlogger is. So this is organic. Okay, I'm going to tell you something about this. She is a fucking woman. She is a woman. She don't have to try. Don't bring this person up because that's fucking annoying. Cheeseburger is a female. If it was a man, there'd be no way she can get views. People are just jacking off in front of her face. That's all they're doing to her. Fake ass shit.
Someone who's blown up out of nowhere by giving advice or just talking about what's on their mind.
Okay, if I did the same shit she did, guess what? I won't grow. Because you know what? It's a fucking woman's face. You get rid of that woman's face and give her a man's man's voice. Guess what? She doesn't get views. Don't use this as well. Don't be so negative. Look at this channel. Don't be a simp.
There's no quick editing or sponsors or anything that prioritizes.
Because she is a woman. Think with your fucking head.
It's the algorithm over the audience. It feels completely natural, and there are
no, it is. People are just jacking off with her. I guarantee there's like one person typing with one hand, and you think, why is this misspelled? Because he's jacking off.
Tons of comments talking about how it reminds them of the old YouTube and how they value this genuine human interaction.
I guarantee she was paid by some group. I guarantee it. I guarantee she started out and she got unusual amount of views, and then you had the gooners that was just gooning to her face and probably covering their phones with semen.
It proves that there's a demand for this sort of thing, because with nothing but a likable personality and the desire
I hope she's not underage, because that'd be fucked up.
To create, they get crazy views. Whenever Tommy Innit uploads a square video talking about his life, I see tons of comments saying how refreshing it is to see a YouTuber be honest with their viewers.
But because he has a pre-established YouTube channel. How about someone who does the same shit who is new? Will they get views for doing that? Fuck no. When I post a video, do we get views? Fuck no.
Guys,
when you post a video, let me show you again with his channel. Okay. Look at this. This is 61 views. You possibly did a shit ton of editing just to get views. You're not getting shit. You're not getting shit. But on TikTok, you'll be consistent. You consistently grow. It's rare to have a video that goes down like double digits. It's just not a thing on TikTok.
That kind of worries me. Is it really that rare nowadays? Have I missed something? I'm on camera right now because I think it's important to have.
Yeah, you have to show your face. I don't show my face on the internet. Why the fuck would I do that?
A real person, or a representation of a person, show up to give the channel a more recognizable, friendly identity. You may have forgotten, but YouTube's slogan is broadcast yourself.
It's about mainstream. It's about mainstream now. YouTube is gone. It's about having mainstream Will Smith, Jimmy Kimmel here, so we won't lose our Coca-Cola sponsor.
And here's a little secret, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. It's exactly what people need to do more of.
You should not, in my opinion. You should post what you want to post. You can say, well, this is what I want to post. But guess what? Will it get you anywhere? You're going to be the same type of person like every other person do now. You're not unique. I'm sorry. Like, this video was interesting, but you're not unique. This video is the same as any other. Some Gen Z person talking about a topic, a lot of video editing, music in the background. It's all the same. In my opinion, it doesn't matter if you're high quality or low quality. But why you have to do all this hassle?
And it's exactly what people want to watch. It's not just nice to put a face to a name. Hanging out with another person and discussing your interests is exactly what makes YouTube so special. Commentary videos and storytime animation are genres that have lasted for ages, because it perfects this kind of interaction, showing something cool or relating to someone else. Once you feel connected to the person you're watching, you're going to stick around and watch their videos, because it feels like spending time with a friend. But not all YouTubers last forever. The creator landscape changing is a huge factor, and I think at the moment we're seeing a huge amount of creators leaving and joining the platform to a scale we've never really seen before. YouTube is—
Yes, like older websites sometimes die off. And this is what you've seen with these YouTubers. It's more than it is gaining. The only people I've been seeing gaining is people trying to cheat the YouTube algorithm so they can make money. Which, fun fact, the only way you can grow on YouTube these days is to do shorts, and shorts is notorious for not making any money whatsoever. Like, it's fun to see because TikTok, you have to have a high amount of followers before you can make any money whatsoever on TikTok. you need 10 times as many people following you as you do YouTube. Where it takes 1,000, it takes 10,000 on TikTok. It kind of weeds out the money hungry motherfuckers.
It's definitely a young man's game. And as lots of the creators we grew up watching now want to retire, lots of new people are trying it out for the first time. Like me! This becomes an issue though, when the YouTubers realize that growing a channel from scratch is really hard, and it takes a lot of work.
It's too hard. It's too hard. Because you should not worry about the growth. You should just be making videos and you grow over time. You don't have to micromanage back in the day. Back in the day in old YouTube, you didn't have to do that. Micromanaging wasn't a thing. When I was doing videos on YouTube, I didn't worry about what videos I have to watch on my channel to make sure my algorithm doesn't get fucked up and so fuck up my channel. What posts I make. There were channels out there who optimize everything, you know, so like a Dark Souls character where you have to min-max everything. It's like that. It's too competitive. It's too sweaty. I don't want to do that, and many other people don't want to do that. It's bullshit.
It's really easy. It's not. It's the hardest working job I've ever had in my life. It's super hard. You are on all the time. It's 24/7. You never have days off if you're doing YouTube properly, so really work your ass off, people.
Lots of the older creators started it as a hobby with no idea that it could become a job, and so put in the work for years without seeing a single penny, then reaped the rewards when monetization became a thing.
So, I have a question. How many years did you work on your YouTube channel before you saw a penny?
Like 7, 8 years?
Dude,
and then
on the other hand, YouTubers grew up seeing it as a career opportunity, which makes them incentivized by money, which makes it so much harder to keep going when it gets tough. Now more than ever, I'm seeing one-hit wonders. When a small creator has one video blow up, then lots of videos that do badly, and then they stop posting altogether. And I promise I'm gonna try my hardest not to become one of these creators. Look, I know I'm really not the best, but slow motion is better than no motion is what I always try to remember.
You're wasting your time, to be honest. YouTube, it's a dying platform. It's a dying platform. And you can say, no, that's not true, and you can cope and seethe about this, but it's just a fact. People who are authentic are just not a thing anymore. I would watch all sorts of videos on YouTube. Very positive, very negative, different perspectives, different political ideologies, different philosophies, all sorts of videos. High quality, low quality. It didn't matter. That's how YouTube used to be. Now I don't get that. I get the same boring topic every time where I would like to watch something else, but when I try to use the search bar, it doesn't work no more. And say, oh, well, let me do a video on YouTube. It doesn't get views whatsoever. There's certain videos I don't have any views. Now it does count my views that I rewatched it on my own video. I have tested out, and you can view bot yourself. You can view bot your channel to thousands if you want to. Like there were certain videos I posted. I wanted to see what would happen if I view bot myself. I have done that, and it works now. Used to, YouTube would not allow that. You know, it would get rid of those views. It wouldn't count as views, but it does now. Probably why these people got views, because they view bot themselves. And since they view bot them, god damn, this is some shit you see in Pornhub. I don't care to say it. And because they got that traction, they gain more views. And guess what? Now they have that ball rolling, and now they're making millions, most likely, or tens of thousands at least. And many people, they would take these content and re-upload it. No contents, no saying who created it. I guarantee this is from some DeviantArt page and maybe some AI. And there you go. Same thing with this. This is just AI shit. YouTube Kids stuff. And you know that YouTube got in big ass trouble by posting this kind of shit as well. And it's back and it's worse than ever. Same thing with this motherfucker. You know why he posts on live all the time? Because when you get views on live, you get live monetization. But can you do that? No.
YouTube is far more saturated and optimized than it once was. The barrier to entry feels a lot higher, as before you could build—
It's impossible these days. It's impossible. You have to do something very controversial, or you have to know people. Which is fucking stupid. Like, when I made my TikTok account, I didn't know anybody. I just post videos. Memes. That's all I had to do. And I grew. Like old YouTube. Like old YouTube, you can just post videos, and there'd be one video all of a sudden just grows like crazy. You can't do it on this shit. It's just not a thing no more.
Build a following without a script or any editing. You just needed a phone and a good idea. I think the core concept of a video is still the biggest factor in its success.
No, it isn't. No, it fucking isn't. Because I would try to look at videos with a cool concept in the title. And guess what? There'll be nothing like that. Go by upload date, which is the way you used to can put by upload date, and you can find titles that you want to look up. And now it just won't show anything.
But as the standards of video production keep increasing, even if you have a great idea, you're still going to need to smarten it up a bit to stand out. Why is anyone going to watch your video over Mr. Beast's?
YouTube in general is getting more and more top heavy as the years go on. I mean, Mr. Beast is at the top because he has a full company. He has a budget. He has 250 plus employees. His stuff is going to outperform whatever you make just by the merit of his existence.
Because he doesn't have to work for it. He doesn't have to work for it. It's a business now. It's not about you as a creator. That's launched, sold. Now you can find on TikTok now. TikTok has become the new, well, not the new YouTube of now, but the old YouTube of now. I have unironically found people that I could never find on YouTube. Like small creators who I watch grow over time, where they'd be like, oh, maybe like 400 followers, and now they're up 10,000 followers. I have talked to many of them as well. There's a sense of community on there, where on YouTube, it's either you don't talk to each other, you don't talk to your comment section, or you're at each other's throats.
Even if he didn't have the brand recognition, nobody else can compete because he makes videos that no one else feasibly can make.
The only way to improve is to keep working at it, and to keep working at it, your heart's got to be in the right place. The question is the influx—
You need to have the sense of passion. If you can't get that because YouTube won't allow you to get views, which is very common, because if you go against anything on YouTube, you get the suspended creator program, which is shadow banning, by the way, which will cause you to where you won't get views at all, and they just want you to quit.
If YouTube is going to be able to fill the shoes left by these larger creators? Personally, I think so, and it ties into the happy ending at the end of this video, which you're going to wait for. No skipping, alright? Good. This leads to the epidemic of drama channels. These guys are the cockroaches of the YouTuber world. When growing a channel is so difficult, I can see why people resort to just making videos about larger creators. In the beginning, nobody's gonna be going to your channel, so you might as well entice them with news and drama and gossip, feasting off of the recognition that these big names will give you.
Yeah, I would rather not have some fucking YouTuber talk about Mr. Beast the 15th fucking time. But I'm forced to watch it because there's nothing else to watch.
I don't care about the people who make this type of content, and you don't either. It is a shortcut to getting lots of views, but the viewers aren't loyal. They just watch the drama and go again. But it gets lots of views, which means lots of money, which means more videos, which means more channels that—
This motherfucker, it's gotta be the biggest piece of shit ever. Ever. This guy doesn't work. He just posts Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast. No skill. This is not quality content. This concept of quality content is bullshit. This guy, back in the day, you know, back when YouTube was smart, would yeet this motherfucker.
videos, which means more channels that aren't really doing anything. Believe it or not, I can speak from experience on this one. When there was the whole TommyInnit vs Dream drama earlier this year, I happened to see Dream respond in a community post before it was deleted. Like a cockroach, I scurried to my desk and rushed out a short to capitalize on the drama while it was still hot. And on TikTok, it got 10,000 views.
Not that much.
For my standards, that was amazing. It was more views than I'd ever seen. But it wasn't authentic to me. I didn't really care about it, I didn't like pretending to care about it, and I wish those 10,000 views came from a video based off my own creativity, not some drama that should have been handled privately between—
Well, blame that on the way the algorithm works. You know, maybe if you go on a different website, this wouldn't be a thing. And you can say, well, but TikTok was probably organic. Some people didn't like it, but you know, that's not bad as the other shit. Do more TikToks. Abandon this shit. You want less stress? Stop doing YouTube. It's not going to help you over time.
these two creators. I did also use this short to test the editing style I was going to use for the daily shorts I was prepping at the time, so it was still useful to me, but that's besides the point. I remember getting a comment on that video, saying that it was kinda scummy how I was milking the drama without adding anything. And they were right. It made me feel shitty, so I'll never milk someone else's drama ever again. Goodbye, 10.
And guess what? You're not going to get views again.
10,000 views. Well, not exactly. Once I started my daily shorts, I worked hard on some videos.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something about shorts that you probably don't know. Shorts and normal YouTube, long form content, are two totally different algorithms. Like, you may get a shit ton of views on shorts, but you don't get nothing on normal views on TikTok. Not TikTok, but normal YouTube. They're totally different algorithms. Because I have certain videos I have on YouTube Shorts that have almost 10K views. But it doesn't connect to my normal views on my regular YouTube videos. Why? Because they're two totally different algorithms. Why do you think these motherfuckers, well, they get both views in this because they're using, you know, very fucked up thumbnails. But certain ones, they just do shorts and live because this is how you get views. You have to pick one or the other. If you mix it up, it's going to fuck with your algorithm to where you won't get views at all.
And I was able to get that 10,000 views again. I didn't have to milk some drama, I just played some games and shared some fun facts. And the best part is that it got me a bunch of subscribers, people who wanted to see more of what I was making. They weren't just showing up for the gossip and leaving. So the moral—
No, not really. Not really. When you get short form content, people watching you, they're not going to watch your longer form content. It's just a sad reality.
The moral of the story is that you can create original content that people enjoy, no matter how small of a creator you are. And I get that we do need some drama channels, but I also think it's important for them to have a personality and add something to the situation.
Okay. Moist Critical, Penguin Zero. He's another whitelisted channel. He doesn't have to work. He knows that he doesn't put tags in his videos. He doesn't have to. He's on the whitelist. He doesn't try.
Like Moist Critical. My point is, creative, valuable content is becoming rarer because there's this echo chamber of people making videos about other people's videos about larger creators' videos, and
look, why do you think many of the big memes are coming from TikTok and even Instagram? They're not coming from YouTube anymore. YouTube is it's an old granny with a dried up pussy. That's what it is. It's an old granny with a dried up pussy.
they're not trying to stand out or foster a community or broadcast themselves. This all leads back to the loss of authenticity. This video is sponsored by is something we all dread to hear. And I get it, you gotta do what you gotta do to put food on the table. But when this heaven-sent product is fucking air up, or god forbid, honey, it makes me want to give my data to these third-party companies. Because did you know that your data is being sold illegally and Incogni can help with that? Shut up! Making money off of your passion is something—
Okay. I think it's like a weird sponsorship shit.
Guys, if I don't use it every single—
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, sponsorships, it's far worse than YouTube. It's kind of funny, you know, people with shit on TikTok with that comes to that shit. I don't see as much. At least they're open about the sponsorship on TikTok. Where on YouTube, they pretend they're just organic small creators, and so they beg you, go on, air up and you buy this slop that's clear trash. Sorry.
single day and love it. And it also helps me out when you guys check out the sponsor. So everybody wins here, man.
It's similar to the quality of the videos they make. If they have something personal to add, or just believe in what they're making, dude, no harm done. But when it's a sponsor they obviously don't care about, or they—
Oh yeah, they don't care about. They don't give a shit about. I would never do this. I'm sorry. Even with TikTok constantly spamming me saying, you want to sponsor something? I tell them, fuck off. I'm not going to do that. I'll probably buy into this market and say, look at how much this is a piece of shit. Would you buy this piece of shit? No, I wouldn't. I'll probably turn into a fleshlight before anything.
do something scummy like integrating it into the video so you can't skip it.
There's a way you could do that. You download YouTube events, and usually you can detect when you do a sponsor. Which, by the way, if they don't tell you you're doing a sponsor, you can report them, and YouTube will give them a strike for doing that because it goes against YouTube's TOS.
Or even having that progress bar that slows down so it feels like you're just about to finish the ad read any second now. Looking at you, Mr. Beast. That's just being shitty to the people who watch your videos, plain and simple. Also, in the very worst case scenario, the sponsor turns out to be a straight up scam, like honey. What are we doing here, guys? I remember one piece of advice I was given from the goats at vidIQ. That's
vidIQ, I'm sorry, but they have done me helping a little bit, but they're kind of shit now. They're shit now. I wouldn't trust them no more. They have become so common. It's like with a crutch. You use it for so long and then you realize you have to use it. It's like a drug. I stopped using them after that because they're not really helping anything. They're shit.
Said, remember that your viewers chose you. They weren't assigned to you and they can leave at any time. I think...
No, that's the thing. If you can't get views at all, you can't get anybody to watch you, why fucking try? I don't have this problem with TikTok. I do on YouTube. You probably have the same problem. I guarantee you. Let me go on your TikTok. Let me give you a follow. There we go. You have more followers. You don't seem to be trying as much on TikTok, which it doesn't shock me. But there. I gave you a follow. You can follow me back if you want to.
About that every time I work on a video. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I thought about how fucking crazy it is that anyone watches my videos. It's a privilege, it's an honor, and you, yes, you, are amazing for even watching this far. So to see these guys lose sight of that and endorse some product they don't even care about and you don't even need, it makes them lose so much. Say it with me now, authenticity. So as we near the—
like most YouTube channels, you know, I don't really see this thing on TikTok. There are people who do that sometimes, but it's more rare. I see it all the time on YouTube.
The end of my TED Talk, you've heard me waffle about everything wrong with YouTube. We've had the bad, we've had the ugly, but now it's time for some good. On this channel, I usually try to be more happy-go-lucky, but this time I wanted to be more open and honest and raw about my thoughts on this topic. As I said before, I fucking love YouTube, as a viewer and as a creator. It's gotten me through some of my toughest days and made some great days even better. It's sad to see it get a little worse here and there, but overall, YouTube is still fucking amazing. I've seen some of the funniest, smartest, and most creative people blow up recently at a time where YouTube is meant to be dying? Hell no.
It's dying. It's dying. Bro. It's dying. I don't see people around your age or younger talk about YouTube. They even show like demographics of YouTube, not YouTubers, but people on social media. The average age on YouTube is very skewed now. I think it's like the average age is like 30 to 35. Like the people watching YouTube, they're old now. They're, well, 30's not really old as much, but you know, they're getting older. The young people, like I think TikTok, the average people who create and users of TikTok is around, I think it's like 20 to 24. You know, that golden spot that proves that you have a growing site. And so, well, there's probably more users on YouTube, of course, but there's multiple sites that ban TikTok. You know, TikTok is banned in India, and they still almost have as much viewers, and they have more people watching TikTok than they do YouTube. YouTube, the reason why Shorts was made so it can compete with TikTok. Shorts Live, you know, the live streaming version of TikTok Live, They made that because they wanted to compete with TikTok, because TikTok's discoverability is amazing. You don't have to try on TikTok as much. Let's finish up this video.
It's just changing. Yeah, people do shitty things. It's harder to stand out. The editing is so quick it feels like you're being brainwashed. But it's amazing.
I can't stand it. You can keep grinding and pretending that you are fine with this, but you're gonna get to where I'm at, and you're gonna realize, no, I gotta stop using this and just focus more on TikTok. Focus more on TikTok. If you're decent at editing, focus more on TikTok. You say, well, I won't make as much money. Don't worry about the money. Make what you want to make. There are people like you, I tell all the time, don't focus on YouTube. Focus on TikTok. Focus on Instagram. Anything but YouTube at this point. It's a dying platform.
Creators like Cheeseburger or Tommy In It or Corey X Kenshin.
No, not Cheeseburger. The other guy, yeah, this guy's black, so they give him views by extra.
That are showing us that authenticity is returning to the platform. Hell
no, it isn't. Cope.
Even me! Sorry to mention this for the 1000th time. I got 1,000 subs.
From your YouTube shorts, that most people don't focus on your main YouTube with your videos. They focus more on your shorts. That's probably the reason why you got so many subs to begin with. Which is very easy. I can rip these videos and put them on shorts, and I could probably get up to 10K with no problems.
I'm just some kid in his bedroom. How cool is that? YouTube doesn't hit as hard as it used to, but I bet it's gonna hit even harder in the future.
No, it won't.
So don't lose faith, because I know I won't. Thank you for choosing me and watching this video all the way to the end. My name is SunnyJuice, and I make videos about whatever I find interesting. Don't forget to subscribe if you...
Well, I'm gonna post a comment saying I made a video. I don't think you probably watch it because it's been over an hour, but I always recommend to listen to stuff sometimes. I listen to videos. Most of the time I listen to YouTube. I treat it as a jukebox more than anything, because that's pretty much all it's used for. You know, I can listen to music. Sometimes I rip the music, aka piracy. I don't give a shit. Because most of them are from the 90s anyways. Or 2010s if I want some techno or some EDM. You need to focus on this. Focus on this. YouTube, no. YouTube, it's a dying platform. Let's see here. You got Twitch too, huh? Let's see here. Am I signing on Twitch? Yes, I am. Let's see here. Follow. There you go. Another follow. Be happy. You got VOD channel? Let's go on your VODs. Here. What do you got on here? VODs. Like, oh, streams. I'll watch that. I'll give you some love and support from a fellow YouTuber. Yeah, but I'm telling you this because I don't want you to get too optimistic about YouTube. Many of the people I have talked to outright say, yeah, this site's dying. You know, there are people just like you who say, yeah, I tried so hard, but then I realized I keep getting banned or shadow banned. You know, my content wouldn't get views no more all of a sudden. And then you have these other YouTubers saying, no, you just don't try hard enough. You know, as you know, this and this is basically getting these people tens of thousands of dollars or views. And you may be making a good video, which this is a good video. I'm not gonna lie, but this should get even more views. Like this got 4.9K views, but still, you worked this hard and you didn't get too many views. And I do recommend to focus more on YouTube if you want, but take my advice to see when you see YouTubers just dying and just stop doing it. And focus more on TikTok or Instagram, even Twitch. And Twitch is a fucking dead platform. It's a dead platform. I tell this because I do like watching small people on the internet. I'm a small creator too. Now, TikTok is a different story. But I see the writing on the walls, and you should too. It's just a heads up. See ya.